Hello, Snow. Hello, Xander. I feel you. Go on. I wake up at like 2 in bed. I just can't go back to sleep, so I just lay there. Sometimes I look at my phone, unfortunately. I start looking at all these stupid stories about people and how much they care about the other side and what the other side is doing and what they're doing wrong and how they're getting it wrong and how everybody's right on their side and how everybody's wrong on the other. And this is just like, it's just the most childish shit ever. If Democrats think that this is this, then how come this is that? If conservatives think that that is like this, then that why blah, 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 blah. Bunch of fucking clowns. And it's just so crazy that that is like the dominant. It's like, I think it shows me those videos because my Google does not know what the fuck I am at all. Like, it has no idea what my political views are because I don't root for either team. And, they are teams. It's a fucking game. And you're all pawns, just so you know. And so it's just funny to see all these people who have all these awesome platforms and these thousands and thousands upon thousands of people watching them, and then all they do is bitch about the other side and how the other side is doing this wrong and shit. How about make your side better so other people will want to go to that side? If the Democrats want people to vote for them, maybe make your fucking your team, your blue, better. You know what I mean? Vote blue no matter who. My fucking ass. Look where that's gotten y'all. Stupid ass peoples. I'm not talking about like the everyday Democrat Jerry down the street mowing his lawn. I'm talking about the people in power who have the power to change things but don't, and work vigorously against all of us to screw us all over. Both parties do that. I don't know why I'm thinking about that right now, because it's like the first thing I see, and like all these idiots get so much exposure. It's just so crazy because everybody thinks that that's just how it is. That's how it is. There's Team Red and Team Blue. Gangbangers. Fucking. It's just. It gets old, I'm sorry. It has gotten old. When the world is on fire and people are blaming one party or whatever for the fires, for fuck's sake. It's just like, oh my god, can't you all just shut the fuck up and just help people? Again, not talking about Joe Schmo down the street. I'm talking about the people who have power. Anyways. There's a lot of that crap out there. And it's just funny to me at this point. Because I never noticed that kind of stuff out in real life. I never noticed that kind of shit in real life out there. Nobody ever talks about politics out in the real world. Not in the way that people think. Unless there's some guy with an agenda and shoving his camera in your face. Like, nobody ever fucking talks about that. Nobody talks about shit. That's why they have to go to like college campuses to talk with like young people who haven't experienced the world yet, and who haven't ever had a chance to even like meet people besides them that are different. You know what I mean? So they'll try to make those people look stupid. And that's like the weakest fucking argument in the whole goddamn world. Try to make kids look stupid for like, I don't know, having hope or like having standards or whatever the heck. There's extremists on all sides, you know? And the rest of us are just like, wow, it sucks that those people get all the attention and have all the power. It's just gross. Politics. Personality politics at that, you know? Hey, JD. Hey, thanks. Exactly. Not that they all have two faces, one in person. Yeah, exactly. And I don't get me wrong, I'm right there. I was deep, balls deep into politics after Bernie happened, or when Bernie came out. He's the one that got me fired up. And now the same people who were like gung-ho about Bernie are telling me that it's okay to kill billionaires because they're rich, or like they work within a system that makes them rich and other people poor, keeps people sick. It's the fucking system. So people, can you imagine Bernie Sanders going out there, eat the rich, kill billionaires, kill healthcare fucking, CEOs or whatever the fuck it is. The left has lost it. The so-called progressive left or whatever the fuck they're called. I used to think I was one of them. And now they don't stand for anything. Like, nobody stands for anything except for just talking shit about the other side. Like, you would never know the right was they consider themselves Christian at all. But then again, you look at Christianity, and I guess it sort of makes sense. I don't even think Christians, like the so-called good Christians, even have read, like, the Bible all the way through. Because there are, like, decent people out there who call themselves Christians. But then there's people that hide behind books so they can do their fucking evil doings and take their anger out on other people in the name of some book that they don't even ever read. It's a 3,000, 2,000-year-old book at that. That's been edited and chopped up over the fucking centuries. Rewritten, edited. Can you imagine, like, God up on a cloud just, like, editing the Bible? Like, nah, I don't want the Book of Mary in there. Let's take that out. You don't need no stinking women in the Bible. Let's hide this chapter in the Dead Sea. Yeah, in a cave. That'll really fuck him up. But no, the greatest cop-out of all time is, Lord works mysterious ways. When it suits you and yours, yes, I guess it does. For you. But then if it happens to me, I'm the devil. Or the devil made me do it or some shit like that, Be whatever you want to be, just don't be a dick about it. How about that? Don't try to force your shit on other people. Not trying to get all political. I apologize. I guess it's not political. It's more of a worldview. I'm not a political person. It's just the stupid climate that we live in. It's insane. It's insanity, and people just love it. They lap it up like little gremlins. Drinking water after midnight and shit. It's not just billionaires. So many business families lost everything, trickling down to thousands. I think I understand what you're trying to say. What I mean is, like, I'm just talking about the relevance of my comment. I think was my friends who, so-called friends, who brag about wanting to kill people now because some fucking angry dude did it. And I'm just saying, it's just like all cops are bastards. The same people who tell you that all cops are bastards will tell you to vote for a cop for president. The biggest hypocrites of all time. And then people on the right do the same fucking bullshit. They act like they're Christian, but then they put Trump in office, and they call him. But this is the thing. This is exactly what I'm talking about. How there's extremists on either side, and those are the people that get all the attention. So everybody else in the middle is sitting here with our, wieners in our hands or whatever it is, like trying to make sense of it all, or just trying to live our lives. But all these people on the other sides, like, are the loudest, and they don't speak for me, and they don't speak for you. They speak for themselves, their greedy little ambitions, or their fucking TikTok, videos or whatever the fuck they're doing out there. And they're not trying to change anything. They're just trying to appear right to whoever is in their bubble. They're not trying to change minds. They're not trying to help. They're not trying to push things forward. They're either trying to pull things back or keep things exactly the way they are. And that's where the turmoil comes in, because you can't, that's just not how life is. Life isn't black and white. Art is. Art can be. But life sure as hell isn't. And it's disgusting how people use religion and I guess that whole thing, yeah, against us. I guess that's just the tale as old as time. Tale as old as time. Song as old as crime. But also the trickling down thing, that whatever it's called, doesn't work. Otherwise, 60% of this country, you know, I mean, it's what is it? I think it's over half the country can't afford a $500 emergency. Half of this fucking country, the richest country on the fucking face of the earth. And the rich get richer, and the poor get poorer, and we get blamed for it. For eating avocado iPhones. I love avocado iPhones, don't get me wrong. But they're fucking expensive. I have the avocado iPhone 3000. It has wheels. I guess I just hadn't looked at the news in a while either. Or not news, but just like I said, my stupid phone just like recommends all these like videos like that are like pro-Trump or something. Like it thinks just because I don't bat for the fucking Democrats, they think that I'm a Trump supporter. Just like my friends, they're like, "Oh, you're talking shit about the Democrats. You're a Trump supporter." I'm just like, "What? That's not a thing, you know." Well, if you're not helping, you're hurting, kind of thing. It's just like, no, you guys suck. You have to like challenge your. It's just like a friend. If your friend was fucking up, wouldn't you want to tell him? You know, it wouldn't be like if I was telling my friend that he's fucking up and being an idiot and letting everybody down. It doesn't mean I'm going to go across the street and pick the guy out of at a bar and I don't know. I can't make the analogy right now, but it's just a weird way to think. Especially when we live in an oligarchy. We don't live in a fucking democracy. People think voting actually matters. And even if it did, it wouldn't, because they all have the same donors and they get the same money from the same people who go and around our planet and kill the same mass poor people, no matter who the fuck is president. Still bombing poor people of color and women and children all over the fucking planet. God bless America. It's a fucking mess. And it's just gonna get worse. But then everybody will just blame the other person. Blame the person with the pink hair. Blame the one with the MAGA hat. Instead of blaming the people at the fucking top. I'm not so naive that I can't tell the difference between right and wrong. Helping and hurting. And stuff. Okay, that's all. That's all I'll say about that. That's all I gotta say about that. Just had to get that out of my system. What am I talking about? What was I talking about? I think I was talking about cheeseheads from Wisconsin. They have the best cheeseheads over there. Have you ever been to Wisconsin? The second you step into that state, the ground, the floor, and the ceiling of the entire state is made of cheese. I don't know how they've done it, or why they've done it, or when they even did it, or why, or when, and where, and why, and what. But I do know who. It was a man named Charlie. And Charlie the Cheesehead. That's not racist. I have cheese in my blood as well. People from the moon understand what I'm talking about. It's cold up here. It's lonely. But that's how I like it. When you have cheese in your blood, that's how you prefer it. Look at this weird little version of Mickey. This sick, twisted little... I think I'm getting pretty close to deleting my Facebook and all that stuff anyways. It's so ridiculous. I'm just so used to it now to even like remember back in, I don't know if a lot of young people even remember this, but back however many years ago when I think I got on Instagram around 2014 or something like that. And there was no ads or anything like it on there. Or even on Facebook there wasn't commercials and ads and things, and now it's just a dumpster fire of that kind of crap, you know? We're all just like bombarded by that stuff constantly. It's like radiation from outer space, just ruining us, keeping us like separate. And if these people are so bad, how come these people over there are so bad? Like that's the level of like sanity like we've come to just accept in this world, in this country. I know other countries have to deal with the same kind of crap, but they don't call themselves the land of the free, home of the brave. Fucking home of the cowards, home of the bullies, home of the war parties, home of the corporate war pig parties. They're of the same bird. It's not a bird, it's a pig. The pig can fly. Two wings of the same flying pig. The gutter pig. The two-party system. In this bloody awful country. If it's so awful, why don't you go back to where you come from? I was born here. I can criticize my country because I want to make it better. It's okay. He's my brother. I can talk shit about him. That's how I feel, so yes. Believe me, if I could, I would stay on the moon, but my time here is running out. I have to go back. I'm not looking forward to it, because the portal to Antarctica was broken years ago, and now they got it fixed. I don't know if I want to go back. You're all welcome to come up here and hang out with me. There's plenty of room on the moon. Especially on Moon Base 14, I'm the only one here. The others died years ago. It's a long story. No, it's short. They all got poisoned and they died, but it's okay. I was still able to eat their bodies. The poison didn't set into their muscle. The poison was in their mind. Poor people. What do you want to talk about, Snow? let's talk about let's talk about what everybody else is talking about. What are you talking about right now? How are there even six people watching this right now? Where are you all? Where are you all from? Are you all from, are you like tapping in from church or something like that? Or what are y'all doing? Morning mass or I don't even know if that's a thing. Morning mass? Morning mass. Hey, how's it going, Jerry? Yeah, it's going good, mass. What's that short for, by the way? Oh, it's short for Massachusetts. My parents weren't very original. Well, were you born there? No. Why? Just just curious. Massachusetts. My name's Leroy Massachusetts Miller. I was born in Spain, motherfucker. You want some chips? Oh, sure. I got some dip. Just happen to have some dip. What's that? What kind of dip? Tobacco? Oh, let's dip that out, motherfucker. Oh, yeah, let's do it. Let's dip it. Dip it real good. Gotta keep this line as straight as I possibly can. Otherwise, my producer's gonna slap me with that barbed wire coat hanger thing again. I have so many marks on my back, friends. They don't let me sleep. They don't let me eat. They only let me draw. There we go. That's pretty straight. It looks pretty good. It looks like I used a ruler. But I didn't. I used a dictator. It's much easier to get straight lines with a dictator. Just so you know. You've got to reach into yourself and find the dictator inside your soul. You gotta search. You gotta search your muscle memory until you find that little bastard. You pull him out by his hair, and you throw him on the page, and you scold him with kind words of wisdom and love. And that's how you change the world, friends. One slimy little dictator at a time. Salute if you have coffee. Salute. Hey, Rick. You're fine. I appreciate you saying hi. How's Australia treating you? Well, good eye, mate. You're in Australia, that's right. I hope you are well. I think since I saw you last, or since you were on here, not recently, but for a little while you weren't here, as far as I could tell, anyways. But I might have missed you. I might have missed you a few times, I'm sure. But I hit over 1,000 pimps and whores. Yeah. So now I can go out full-time pimping. It's gonna be really cool. You're welcome to. If you ever come to the States, I want to show you around the area where I go pimping out and stuff. It's so fun. It's safety first, but still, we have fun with it. The hoes are over there getting ready. You guys are getting ready over there? They're giving me a thumbs up. Okay, yeah. Those bathing suits look great, girls, by the way. Wait, really good way to hoe it up. Really appreciate it. Yeah, they're getting ready. We're gonna go for a jog on the beach later. I got a fur coat. Big, long fur coat. It's a leopard print. And it's the same. I have this, it's like I took a femur from a cheetah, and we made I took it down to my local pimp factory, and they made me out of the femur of the cheetah bone, they made me this awesome cane. This awesome, like, cane. So I can walk around like a true pimp. I'm going to be pimping hardcore. So if anybody wants to hang out later, that's where I'll be. At pimping on the corner. You know how it is. I'm just a pimp. I'm a pimp. There we go. Now Mickey Mouse is a little bit more hidden. What's this little flower doing over here by itself? This little prickly bastard. There we go. Little circle in there to prove that it has a circle in the center. There we go. Perfect. Maybe fix that thing up right there just a little bit. There we go. And up here, right there. Perfect. And over here, maybe, right there. Yeah, this is really coming together. There we go. I met some cool people at my work yesterday. And I have to say, the last person that came into the shop, oh my gosh, I kind of like fell in love. But I think they had a wedding band on their finger. That's not going to stop me. Just kidding. Been there, done that. Been there, ruined that. I was married. I had a harem once. I had a harem of pimps. We were popular. Very popular in Antarctica. Hey, that's good. Good so far. Yeah, it's been good so far for me too. Today is actually one of my friend's birthdays. Um, as far as I know, he's the only person on the planet that has a birthday today too. So that's pretty special. He was born on a leap minute. Yeah, I totally. So he's actually, what is it? We're this almost the same age, but since he was born on a leap minute, it was. So I'm 45. So he's turned. He's 45 too as well, but less, like just like 5 minutes less than me. Leap minutes are weird. I don't know why they even do that. It's like daylight savings. Like why would you even do that? Leap minutes. It reminds me of dancing fleas or something like a flea circus or something. It doesn't make any sense. You can barely even see the little buggers. Get it, buggers? They're little buggers. Are they buggers? Are they bugs? They're more like parasites. I don't think parasites are bugs. Bugs has a cute connotation to it. It sounds adorable. Like, oh, look at the little bugs. See, it just sounds cute and shit. But you say flea or something like that, or parasite, and parasite, it sounds gravelly. It doesn't sound like it sounds like I need a throat lozenge when I say parasite. I can't help but say it like that when I say it too, like Batman. I am, I am the last one. You're the last what? Nothing. I don't want to talk about it. Fair enough. You okay? You need a cough drop or something? No, no. Why, you got one? Yeah, I have a lot. Okay, I'll take one. No, yes, please. Can I have two? Yeah, no problem. You can have three if you want. No, 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 no. Two's fine. I don't want to overdo it. You're not overdoing it. You have a whole bag of them. Okay, I'll take three. I was just kidding. You only get two. Fuck, you're good. You're so good. I'm good at being bad. Hey, Rick, what do the stars look like in Australia? Do they shine? Do they shine like little biscuits in the sky like they do up here? Up here, there's a constellation. It's called the Bisquick Way. I call it the Bisquick Way. And it makes me happy every time I see it. I think about pancakes. And I think about that one time when I was a kid when I had pancakes. And I was the happiest little boy on the planet. And all the pancake stars were lined up for me. And they were all telling stories of glory and revenge and death and destruction and mayhem. It was just the most wonderful childhood of my life eating pancakes that one day. I have to admit. The sun was shining on me that day, my friends. I'm going to go see the doctor tomorrow. I'm excited. And I have to work in a few hours. I'm also excited too because I'm going to deep clean the place. And find crickets. They have crickets in the store that I work in, and they're just like running around naked. Did you know that crickets don't have clothes? They run around naked. It's another thing that Disney lied to me about. Those sons of bitches. First of all, animals can't talk except for parrots, and then crickets don't wear clothes, and their legs come off very easily. Poor little things. It reminds me of a song. Hold on a second. Crickets, crickets eat biscuits. I think that's it. Believe it or not, that took me 17 years to write. Or wrong. Whatever. I was having some good dreams, though. I always like dreams where I can talk to friends and people who aren't here anymore. I have very vivid dreams, and I get to see some of my best friends. One of my best friends who's no longer with us, and I get to see him all the time in my dreams. Love the one you're with, friends. Don't let petty shit come between you and your buddies, or those that you love. Believe me, you might not get a chance to fix that shit. It's never too late to try, right? Never too late to try. Today's my Friday, and then tomorrow, or maybe tonight after work, I might go to the bar and work on my mural. I'm really excited to go and work on it again. What is wrong with this thing? It just doesn't look right. There we go. That's a little bit better. There, that's much better, actually. I was just watching this little documentary on Andy Warhol. I don't know why that guy fascinates me, but I'm not like a huge fan of his as far as his him as a person. He was a kind of an awful person, but I think he was towards the end, especially. Man, I heard that his mom passed away in like the early 70s or something, and his live-in partner didn't even know she died for 3 fucking years. Like, he didn't tell anybody that his own mother, who he lived with in New York for 20 years, he didn't tell anybody that she died. It's like none of his friends or nobody even knew that she passed away. It was crazy. And he would just tell people that she was like shopping at Bloomingdale's or something like that and just make up all these things, or she's on vacation, or she's visiting somebody, or she's at the house, or whatever it is, And his own live-in partner didn't know that she was dead. I think that by then she had moved back to Pittsburgh, and she was in a home because she had a few strokes and stuff like that. But she went back a few years before that to live with her brothers after she got dementia. But then she passed away at a convalescent home or something, and so it wasn't like she lived with. I thought for a second that she lived with Warhol and his partner didn't know. that would have been. I could easily see that. Warhol was an interesting person, but kind of a piece of shit, as most artists are. I know from experience. We're all fucked up. We're all pieces of shit. I'm just kidding and serious a little bit. Oh, ooh, my stomach. I just love the idea of having like an area, like a warehouse or something to work in, so I could like get all my friends together and we could just make art for the rest of our lives and not worry about anything else except for making art and worrying about it. I love making art and worrying about it. It's the best thing ever. I'm an American, but goddamn it, that's what we do. We make art and we worry. The other day I cut myself actually on the finger. And when I bled, it was red, white, and blue. So crazy. I had no idea. I am that hardcore of a patriot. Honestly, don't know where this one's gonna go. I need to put more stuff up here to balance it out. I don't know how though. It looks funny like this, like a little mouth, like it's smiling, looking that way. Nah, at any rate, I've got to go party. I've got to go party, people. 24-hour party, people. But first, trouble's gone, hypocrites go marching on, a life to lead, a war to bring some boring songs, and I know you can't stay long for your love or lack thereof. Sister's tooth, the bulletproof flag on the roof, a kissing booth, a dime for evidence to prove that we know what went wrong with your love behind closed doors. I know you can't stay long, but could you pretend to love me some more? On the summer lawns, with golden hair reaching for the sun, smile or two between the blinks of eyes gone numb, from the beating of our soul hearts, black and blue with the morning drum. And I don't know what went wrong, but give me a chance, my love will act thereof. Trouble's gone, hypocrites go marching on. A life to lead, a war to bring some boring songs. And I know you can't stay long for your love or lack thereof. Our brains hollowed at the seams, are driven apart by empty dreams. I remember writing that song. I had just gotten into Neutral Milk Hotel. And I was like, holy shit, you can write good songs with like 2 chords. I already sort of knew that, but they emboldened me. Not that that's a good song, I'm just saying. Other people can. I mean, look at punk rock. Bunch of heathens. Anyways, Rick, if you're still there, you be good or bad, whatever suits your fancy. Everybody else, same. I love you. And I hope you all have a wonderful afternoon or day or morning, wherever the hell you are. Up on the moon, it's all the same. Anyways. Yeah, man. Take care.